see how they stack up right there. Jeff Ramsey will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Jeff Ramsey.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around though.
The 1-1. Out of play. The 1-2. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game. And make it an even 10 games in a row he's hit in now, as that bat has really come alive of late. Adam Fletcher will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. The next pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
A runner at second, nobody out. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now another 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Full count offering on its way. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just 1 away.
Joe Glenn will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The first 2 pitches here, they're both down. They know that he's trying to get something in the air, try to get a sacrifice fly, so they're going to make it as difficult for him as possible.
Here he comes on 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
Now the 3-1 home. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I would imagine that free pass was at least semi-intentional there. Now at least you set up a double play possibility with runners in the corners and 1 out.
Fernando Cordova will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
hold that thought as this ball is through the infield for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now. Tom Delgado will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Staten is there, 2 down. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Pablo Lopes will step in now. First offering on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. The 1-0 pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And a base hit, so a very good at-bat there as the run is in to make it a 2-2 ball game.
It's so important to take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way. Here with 2 outs, that's a big swing of the bat as he's able to pick up the RBI and tie up the ball.
Frederick Shepard stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
2 men are on with 2 men out. He's ready now. The pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2, and we are tied 2-2. Robbie Macbeth will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the play.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 9th, third baseman,
Julian Castillo will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and another ground ball. This one out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
center fielder number 4.
Jeff Ramsey will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here's the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Here's the 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here's the 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Ramirez is there and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We played 2 full and we are tied 2-2. Adam Fletcher makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Adam
strike at the knees, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner towards second. And the catch is made, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Joe Glenn is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. And a bouncing ball, foul. Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
Stepping in now, Fernando Cordova swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
And I guess here that the runner on first base is waiting to see if the ball's going to be caught or not. You can see it bang off the outfield wall, but that indecision is going to cost him right there. And this will wind up being nothing but a loud single.
The 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are 2 gone. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
The 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And it's definitely still early here, but you got a 2-run lead already. Now you go about putting a tying run on base for 3. Doesn't seem like his command has been all that sharp so far.
Pablo Lopes will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rough Riders are out in front, 4-2.